Stay tuned for National Tractor Pullers Association, only on Rural TV.
Hey, welcome pulling fans. RFD brings you the best pulling, and that's what we're all about. I'm Army Armstrong, along with Greg Randall, and today we're in Bowling Green, Ohio, the home of the granddaddy of them all. We're going to be watching the modified tractors and weighing a little over 7,000 pounds. This is kind of a tinker's class. Guys can play with a lot of things, but there is a limit on the amount of engines you can run here.
Yeah, 7,500 pounds, and most guys are either running 4 blown supercharged engines. You'll find some Allisons, you'll find some turbines. Turbines can have as many as they want as long as it's under a specified horsepower limitation. And, you know, last year Bob Jostock got off to a great start, and that fast start propelled him to the win. And now this year it's Ken Viney and his funny Farmall that's had that same fast start. And however, Bob Jostock, the defending champ, still a 1.5 in first coming to Bowling Green. With 16 in the field tonight, this is the place where the points could get shaken up, and maybe we'll have Ken getting back in the lead. So let's go down to Ashley with Holy Cow, Larry Pikarski.
Hi, Greg and Army. I'm here with Larry Pikarski's Holy Cow. They come into Bowling Green 4th place in the points in the modified division, and this is a tough running tractor. Although it is his last year, so this will be the last time that you see the Holy Cow, at least under Larry Pikarski's name. But at any event, he could finish in the top 5, top 3, sometimes even win.
Here we go. Jamie Austin is our test puller. He's out of Charleston, Illinois, and if this tractor looks sort of familiar, it should. This is Doug Downs' former Predator tractor. Jamie Austin was actually the crew chief on this machine for several years. Actually was a crew chief of the year award winner at a banquet a few years ago, and now he actually is the owner of this. Dad's a long time involved in the Illinois Tractor Pulling Association, and Jamie's definitely no stranger, although this is his rookie campaign.
Right hand goes on the throttle. If you look right in front of the throttle, you can see 4 cables that he can use to shut the fuel off on each individual engine, as he does choose to go with that 4-engine combination. He's going to tell us whether we got a good sled or not. Does he take it?
Yes, 298 and 6, and
look at that crowd.
That definitely looks good to Jamie. So we're off and rolling here in our 7,500-pound Grand National Modified class, and here comes double stuff. Johnny Evans out of Wilmington, Ohio. And this is a pair of those DT motors, Case International turbocharged side-by-side, very potent machine.
Yeah, in the class they run, they make a phenomenal amount of horsepower. This guy's kind of a tinker, and he said, well, wait a minute, let's put 2 of these puppies together, get the right weight, and see what we can do. And he definitely believes he can lay down a shot. Kind of a unique-looking vehicle, with all the weight looks to be on the nose of it and the form of the engine.
Wow, that's
Whoa,
a 310
yeah, wow,
Express
right.
there. R&L Carrier sponsored machine out of the Larry Roberts stable. Johnny Evans makes our first full pull here in the evening.
Johnny, wow. This tractor has just been laying down some gorgeous passes. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we had a little control problem with this tractor last year, and we've been full with it, and I think we've got it to where it's hooking up pretty good. We got the power, just getting it to the ground.
I don't think there's any question that it's hooking up.
Oh, it's hooking up. It's a little different. It's a different combination than everybody else running, but we're pretty happy with this thing.
It may be a little different, but it's a leader right now. Speaking of different, look at this. We've seen automobile engines, tractor engines. Now we're seeing a turbine come out. Adam Harris doing his thing, Greg.
Yes, this is a Pratt Whitney JFTD 12 turbine engine. You can see the exhaust is near the roll cage there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And
goes out the back. The driver sits right behind the exhaust. Not there.
Statesville, North Carolina. He goes 262-2 on the Sly, Slick, and Wicked. That tractor can run regional national mod in that configuration, so maybe a little down on horsepower, but nice run.
You know, you talk about a different deal. You've seen the automobile, you've seen the tractor engine, the turbine. This guy's going to come out, he's going to rock and roll. You watch his right hand, he'll roll off that line like a sucker punch in a street fight. When he goes after the throttle, and he's putting the last of his safety equipment on now, the neck support. You notice on your left side of the screen, the track official is standing right next to him, tells him to tighten the sled up. Let's see what this guy's going to do. But like I say, he'll rock and roll you in a heartbeat. He believes in wheel speed.
Bob Jostock is the defending Grand National champion of this class.
There it is. Whoa, let's see what the distance is going to come up. A 294 with an 8. The Wild Child just got put in the corner.
Current points leader's down a little bit from where Johnny Evans ran, so wow, this could be a little good news for Ken Veeney. But right now out rolls Ron Linder. He's out of Niagara, Wisconsin. And this is a very good-looking brand new tractor.
Now he had a chance to see a tractor just like his run right in front of him. He had to make some adjustment somewhere. Where would it be? Would it be in his weight? Would it be in his driver's style or whatever? But he knows that he's got his work cut out for him because Evans is sitting out there like a Cheshire cat. He's just smiling ear to ear. He knows what it takes to get down this track. Guy went after like a groundhog. Man, he put his nose down and went 302. You see that? No weight on the back at all. All the weight was on the front. He just held it to the ground.
Yeah, Ron Linder is known for taking the throttle and stabbing it forward and getting as far as he can go.
Well, he definitely did it there.
Here comes another one of the R&L Carrier sponsored machine. This is Tim Howe. He's also out of Wilmington, Ohio.
You know, these guys with R&L are so versatile. They got to be able to drive everything, don't they? I mean, you're talking turbines. I've seen this guy behind diesels. I've seen him behind modified engines. And then they say, okay, you jump on the turbine tonight, not just the turbine, but 3 of them. These guys are missing the gearing, aren't they, Greg? The wheel speed, everything's there. They're just about a tick off on that gearing. And it's costing them big.
The turbulent toy there, should be noted, we only had 2 motors running. That's all you can run in the limited modified class. So nice run for Tim there.
Now you talk about motors. Yeah, Ken Veeney, this guy's been around the sport forever, one of the pioneers in the drag racing sport. But he goes with 3 engines, and this guy's bad enough to go bear hunting with the switch, and everybody knows that he only needs 3 engines to win this class, he says.
Been pulling for 10 years, but he's been drag racing probably most of his entire life.
There he goes. Simple as that. Full pull. Can't say anything anymore. That's what you come to this sport for.
Ken, 320 plus on that run. Looked beautiful. Unfortunately, walking out here to you, I pick up a little piece of belt, and you tell me that it's too hard to fix it.
This particular tractor, to put a blower belt on the front one, nah.
Not worth it, huh?
Can't. I mean, there isn't anything I'd rather do than win Bowling Green and stand here with a cute little girl, but it's just too hard to do. Yeah. The type of tractor it is, it's too hard to fix.
Well, maybe it'll stick with second.
We'll be back tomorrow.
NTPA Championship Pulling Series, presented by Pennzoil. It's not just oil, Pennzoil. Also brought to you in part by Chevrolet Trucks, the official truck of the National Tractor Pullers Association. By Enderley Fuel Injection. By R&L Carrier. By Ucrate, an R&L Carriers company. Senpico Lubricants. The United Soybean Board. NTPA's 2008 season, sponsored by Soy Biodiesel and the Soybean Checkoff. And by Max Brake. The revolution in brake control is here. Max Brake. And other fine supporting sponsors. And now back to Greg Randall and Army Armstrong.
Hey, welcome back, pulling fans. We told you there's going to be a lot of drama here. Right before we went to commercial, Vinny, who made a full pull, said, I'm not coming back. I broke a Bauer belt. Now, is Evans the only one out, or will Vinny be back? A little drama here, Greg.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough decision, though. I know what Ken said, but, you know, Bob Jostock is already, and he's a point and a half in the lead right now coming into this class. And guess what? He's sitting back there at 294 and change. So get some people in between. Ken Vinny can come out of here with a point lead, and that's what he's going to look at. So it's going to be interesting if he's true to his word about not coming back for the bull.
Talk about a different kind of engine. Allison Aircraft engine. Powered the P-51 Mustangs in the Second World War and the Korean War, but right now trying to get down a track where a guy sitting out in the lead of this thing with 3 automobile engines. Bollinger comes out with 2 aircraft engines injected. He should be able to be a player here. They call him the Top Gun.
Out of Stonington, Illinois, he and his brother toured the circuit, also run the unlimited class.
It's a big family deal for them. This name's been around the sport for a long time. We got 2 of them out. Came across the track, but the weight kept coming on him. He was not going to get what he wants. A 285 with the 3 for the aircraft piston engine, just not getting the job done so far. Holy cow. Who do we have coming out now?
This is Larry Pikarski. He's out of Russellville, Indiana.
You notice how I played on that name, huh? I got you into this thing.
That was utterly ridiculous. Anyhow, this is
just a good move, though.
That's right. 4 Keith Black Oldsmobile engines, 526 cubic inches on an Eder Wedge chassis, and he and his wife Stacy been around for a while touring the circuit, and
they must be involved in the dairy industry some way.
That's a former Bill Voorhees ride, and he goes 291 and 5. Not a bad run for the cow. Solid.
Yeah, but he has to move over for the next vehicle that's coming in. We're back to the turbines. This one's showing 2 turbines, and you said earlier you can only really run 2 turbines in the class. Now, Larry Roberts, the man himself, comes out on this one. This is another guy that can drive anything you put him behind, and he's trying to get the feel of these turbines right now.
This is the ultimate toy. His first modified effort. He bought this off of Don Anderson out of Minnesota. Used to be called the Blue Ox.
You know, being a member of the 101st Airborne Division, I kind of like them Eagles on the side of that tank. He didn't need the front wheels until he started or got to the end. A 286 with the 3, the distance not there, but a little bit more experience in that guy. He knows a little bit more about driving this vehicle now.
Out rolls Terry Jostock out of Lapeer, Michigan. We saw his brother Bob earlier. This is the Wild One, and he's got 4 526 cubic inch Keith Black Hemis on board, tuned by the Knoxes out of Weir, New Hampshire.
He's another one of these WFO guys, man. He just pulls the trigger on this thing. He gets them old Chrysler engines up there going, and Brian Knox is here tuning for him, so you know they're going to be up to snuff. 2 of them already out. Let's see what this kid can do. Automobile engine, wheel speed, got to be quick. Can't let it catch up with him here. Yeah, he's working that left side. That's what it's all about. We got 3 in the pull-offs now, Greg.
Yeah, really nice run. You know, back in July, there was a stretch in the season when they had a week off. They put a brand new frame underneath that tractor. It's really paid off here toward the end of the year as we see Todd Feiss roll out with the Extreme Snow Armor. And he's out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. He and his wife run the Pacific North Ski Resort over there near Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, really neat place to go and take your family. Crank motors and a stack motor, not going to get the distance he wants. Only a 284 with the 3.
Pretty nice run, though, lacking one motor. This tractor, again, is one of the regional national competitors, and a tough one at that.
You notice a moment ago he raised his hands at the end. That's a safety thing. The track crew's right there. As our boy Adam's going to come out and take a shot at this thing right now. Give me a little history on this guy, other than he likes a lot of color.
Well, Adam Bauer, he's out of the Bauer built stable. They've got a couple minis, and this is their brand new modified effort cross.
Not afraid to drive it by any means. Look at there, we got another one out here. Well, this pull-off's going to be good. We got a little bit of everything coming back for it.
Probably the best run I've seen that tractor make. Brand new out of the box.
More weight goes in the box. You talk about wild rides. We got them coming up now. We got 4 out of here for the baddest hombres in the sport, Greg.
Yes, and probably the guy who took it out the easiest. He's rolling out right now. This is Johnny Evans and the double stuff.
Yeah, different kind of horsepower here. This is going to be a unique pull-off. This guy runs engines that are normally find in regular type field tractor, super stock, and so on and so forth. He's come up with the idea to run them on a modified chassis frame, and it's working. He said he's got the chassis figured out. Came across the track on that one.
6 cylinders times 2 doing all the work there.
Load of fuel on that thing. That wasn't a bad run. Let's just wait and see if it's going to be good enough. Who's coming after him? Hey, I didn't think we were going to see this guy again. They got back in the back, and like I said, he's got a lot of racer in him. So he's back in action. He's been here before, that's for sure.
Got a funny farm on. He rolls out here with 3 engines, but it should be noted he's got 1471 superchargers on top, and they're pumping out a lot more volume of air.
Yeah, word came to me from the pit area. He wasn't going to do it. His wife said, yes, you are. So he looked at her right in the eyes and said, yes, darling, this is where we are. Trying to go on the other side of the 261 with an 8 leading going after him. That guy makes a run actually look pretty, doesn't he? A 267 with the 5. But that was a pretty run. He just took his glove off, took his hats off. That's it. I'm done.
It's the Farmall grill on the front. That's what it is, Army.
He really adds a lot to any sport he gets involved in. Okay, speaking involved in, who do we have coming out here? Terry, my man.
Yeah, Terry Jostock. You know, Terry, I thought, really got after it hard out of the hole, but it paid off on the other end on his first run. We'll have to see if he uses that same strategy.
Yeah, what he did, he went after it and let the weight and everything catch up with him. And then when it did, the box topped out, he had enough ground speed to actually zoom it out the other end. Let the skid pan actually work for him. Now, if it worked the last time, let's see if it'll work this time. With the right hand, it's just like looking at the trigger finger on a gun. Let's see if he pulls the trigger here. 267 with the 5, 3 price for Hemi engine, your leader. Crank the crank the crank. Oh, he lost the blower belt right at the end of that run. Not a lot of damage. Motor's still running, but a 270 with the 2, Greg.
Takes the lead with the long one, and he's got to be pleased with that as we see Adam Bauer here roll out with our final participant in this 500-pound modified class here at Bowling Green, Ohio, and a brand new machine. It's about a month old, and they have to be pleased to make the pull-off here tonight because, you know, new machine usually equals some teething problems, but it's a beautiful machine, beautifully built. What more can you say
No,
about
let me
it?
tell you about this kid. He's taken some of the most awesome rides in the world. They built this tractor, put all this horsepower on it, put him in the seat, said you start here, you go down there. That's all this kid needs to know. You stay between the white lines, you go further than anybody else. Kind of simple. He's trying to go on the other side of a 270 with the 2. Last shot out of the box, let's see if the kid can do it. No, not going to do it. Joe Sock's going to take the win. He goes to 251 with the 7. It's pretty, but it's not far enough.
Ashes with Terry Jostock in our winner's circle here in Bowling Green.
Terry, you've been fighting this tractor a little bit this year. You've even gone as far as cutting the frame rails out of it and starting over in the middle of the season. And you come out and you win at Bowling Green. Amazing, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is the first win I've ever had at Bowling Green, and like you said, I've been fighting this tractor all season, cut the frame up, tried everything new, had a couple good hooks up in St. Hyacinthe in Quebec. We won them 2 up there and finished second, so we're going to keep holding it on, you know, so.
No doubt you're all smiles.
Yep, really happy tonight.